Girl, if I only had one helmet, I'd give it to you, I'd give it to you. Welcome to Midnight Poetry with Elena. Tonight's poem is a wild and crazy manifesto to the crazy woman in each of us, in each of us women and in each of us men. It is a wild and crazy manifesto to the passion of a woman on purpose and on power and on path. And it is my honor to bring it to you tonight. It is my blessing. Thank you. Enjoy. She's not crazy for crying 3 times a day, tears flooding down her apple cheeks to cherry blossom rain. She isn't crazy because she's walking a wild ocean of swirly, ever-changing emotion, combustible smiles, sweet serenity, fierce pain, love, anger, fear, all dancing across her face like shadow puppets seemingly at the same time. She isn't crazy for wanting more than small-town life, empty nights out at boring bars and slinging back bright pink cosmopolitans till she can't feel the pain of those stiletto high-heeled shoes on her exhausted feet. She isn't crazy for feeling more in her pinky finger than some do in their entire bodies. She isn't crazy for thinking that small talk sucks balls. She isn't crazy for spending hours upon hours alone, sobbing into soft streams of blue velvet midnight sky, chasing butterflies. And she sprays to tall spruce trees, weaves moonbeams into stardust poetry, and meditates in wide open wheat fields with no one in sight but her own naked, shivering heart. She isn't crazy for speaking the ugly, beautiful truth that you're too scared to say. She isn't crazy for being so unapologetically human, messy, cracked and fractured in spots, unabashedly flawed, yet showing all of that raw glory to the world, vulnerable with shaky knees every damn day, rain or shine. She's not crazy for her euphoric, emotional highs and roller coaster despair dip down lows. She's not crazy at all. She's stunningly alive. She's a goddess, a mystic, an electric woman, a dancing breath of wild fresh air. She doesn't fit into any glossy definitions or expected preconceived notions, and that is no accident. She lives outside the box she breathes to bend the rules. Her spirit colors outside the lines with crayons in luscious colors you've never even heard of. She's born to break the mold, crack expectations like stale eggs from the chaotic muck of it all, create a brand new, spanking new, freedom-soaked paradigm that speaks to the timeless truth of the soul rather than the cheap, glossy, billboard bullshit of what society thinks she should be. She's a woman on a mission, a glowing soul with a juicy purpose, and she knows it, and she cannot unknow it. 'Cause she sure as hell doesn't belong in cute, half-hearted relationships as a perfect, polite wife, or working long hours in lackluster office jobs with white paper and white walls and white blank paper souls, coming home to a perfectly painted white fence, mixing her husband a martini as he talks about shit that bore her spirit senseless. Oh no. She belongs to truth, to vividness, to budding willow trees and paint-splattered, tear-stained poetry. She belongs to buzzing, neon-colored, gritty, grimy secrets, thunderclaps, sudden rainstorms, wild tornadoes, and wet, muddy, mint-green grass. She belongs to healing, to alchemy, to magic, to moments of sudden lightning-like realizations. Yet too often she doubts it, but she does belong. She belongs more deeply than she will ever know. But all too often the world takes one look at her walking down the street with her flowing hair and flowing skirts and wild eyes and her tender heart blooming wild open like a stargazer lily as she sings aloud and dances to the drum of the earth's heartbeat, tender tears spilling down her cheeks. And the world shakes in its knees. It laughs at her loudly. Between its cruel giggles, the world says she's crazy, that she needs medication. but she is the cure. She is the cure. She is the soft, electric medicine for numbed apathy and exhaustion, withering souls enclosed, boarded up hearts surrounded by brick walls. Hell, she is the cure to her own bruised, battered heart. She is a goddess, a mystic, an electric woman, a dancing breath of fresh air, meant to shock others awake, meant to shock herself awake first above all. If she believes in herself for one split second, she can create vines of ripe beauty beyond her wildest dreams. She can become a blistering well of love and stand profoundly, firmly in the deepest truths and use her thundering, honeyed voice to be of benefit. She isn't destined for a numb, safe, staged little life, and she knows it. She can't unknow it. She is not destined for anything ordinary at all. She's now being called to write in her own inky stardust story, spread her wings, make beautiful shit happen, howl with the wolves, and run with the cheetahs of her wildest inspiration. She's being reminded to tend gently to her own heart, to not hold back at all, for she is born to weave dreams, to hurt, to love, to suffer, to cry, to laugh, to heal, to rise profoundly in flickering tangerine flames above the pretty he said, she said, gossip, mud, and shit of it all. She's meant to stand tall in her soul's misty breath. She is meant to stand tall in her soul's misty breath, and to make art out of every goddamn inhale, and emboss magic into the most unexpected exhale colors, and to emboss magic into the most unexpected exhale chaos, and to share her hard-worn wisdom with the parched hearts who thirst for it. And yes, the world might tell her to shut up. It might tell her she's nuts. But she will never shut up. Not anymore. Because she knows she's not crazy. No. She is stunningly alive. She is stunningly alive. She is stunningly alive. Exactly as she's meant to be. Not even they can stop me now. Their heavy words can't bring me down. Boy, I've been raised from the dead. The music speaks. My heart is fled. Thank you. Thank you for joining me on that wild, wild adventure. I feel you, and I know you, and I trust you. And it's so beautiful, and there is more like this. There is more content like this. There is more beautiful poetry and song and dance and voice and sound and pleasure, and is all available. You just want to head over to joygasm.me and answer some questions and find out what makes you happy, and then play, and then just play. It's going to be beautiful. Lots of love, so much love, so much love, so much love to you.